Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a common wrenching frustration, the dreaded rounded off nut. You know, the one you're trying to remove something, maybe a rear wheel, a caliper bolt, or even an exhaust component, and the nut is completely stripped. I ruined this nut, you might exclaim. Don't worry, we've all been there, and it's a super annoying situation. So, what do you do when faced with a rounded off nut? Let's explore some methods to get that bolt out. First up, the trusty vice grips. Sometimes, if you can get a good grip, vice grips can work. However, this is often a struggle, especially if the nut is deeply rounded. You need to clamp down hard and try to turn, hoping the teeth bite into what's left of the nut. Make sure you use a high-quality pair of vice grips with sharp teeth. It's often a frustrating process, but worth a try, especially if you have limited tools or if the damage isn't too severe. Try to find a position on the nut where you can get the best possible grip and leverage. Next, we have heat. Applying heat can help loosen a stubborn bolt, particularly if rust or corrosion is the issue. Using a torch, carefully heat the nut, focusing on the nut itself and the area around it. Be extremely careful when using heat, especially if working near flammable materials, fuel lines, or the fuel tank. Ensure you have proper ventilation and safety gear, including gloves and eye protection. Be aware of the risks involved. This method might work by expanding the metal and breaking down rust or corrosion. That might be holding the nut tight, making it easier to remove. Another option is a special extractor socket. These sockets are designed specifically for removing damaged nuts and bolts. They have a reverse-threaded, tapered design that grips the nut as you turn it. These are available in various sizes and can be a lifesaver. When selecting an extractor socket, choose a high-quality set from a reputable brand to ensure durability and effectiveness. Ensure you get the right size for your nut, otherwise, it won't work effectively. Place the extractor socket on the rounded nut and use a ratchet to apply pressure and start removing it. If the extractor socket still slips, try using a hammer to tap the socket firmly onto the nut. This can help the socket grip better as it drives the extractor's teeth more firmly into the rounded edges. If none of these methods work, you may need to resort to more drastic measures. Consider using a bolt cutting tool to shear the bolt head off. This is a good option when access to the bolt's threads is clear. Another option is drilling out the bolt, but be careful not to damage the surrounding parts. This requires precision and the right drill bits. In cases of significant damage, you might have to replace the damaged components, such as the stud or the attached part. This is always a last resort, but sometimes necessary to restore proper function and safety. Assess the situation carefully and consider your skill level and available tools. So, remember, a rounded off nut is a challenge, but with the right tools and a bit of patience, you can overcome it. Always prioritize safety, wear appropriate safety gear, and take your time. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful tips and tutorials. Let me know in the comments if you've had to deal with a rounded off nut, and what method worked for you.